A commercial cargo spacecraft leaves the space station watching an Atlantic storm from space, and the Artemis 1 rocket moves closer to launch. A few of the stories to tell you about this week at NASA. On July 8th, an uncrewed SpaceX Dragon cargo spacecraft undocked from the International Space Station with about 5,000 pounds of scientific experiments and supplies for researchers on Earth. The Dragon left the station just over a month after it delivered several tons of experiments and new solar arrays. This is the company's 22nd commercial resupply services flight for NASA. On July 4th, space station astronaut Megan McArthur captured images of Elsa, the fifth named storm of the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season, as the storm made its way through the Caribbean Sea. Elsa, the earliest forming fifth-named Atlantic storm on record according to our partner agency NOAA, reached hurricane status but weakened to a tropical storm before making landfall July 7th in the northwest portion of Florida. According to a NASA-led study, in the mid-2030s, a lunar cycle will amplify rising sea levels caused by climate change and lead to a decade of dramatic increases in high-tide floods, also called nuisance floods or sunny day floods, for coastal cities around the U.S. The study also says that the floods will sometimes occur in clusters that could last a month or longer due to the gravitational pull caused by the alignment of the Moon, Earth, and the Sun. Our Artemis 1 mission reached another milestone on July 5th when teams at our Kennedy Space Center stacked the Interim Cryogenic Propulsion Stage, or ICPS, atop the Space Launch System, or SLS, rocket inside the Vehicle Assembly Building. The ICPS's RL-10 engine will be used to send the Orion spacecraft toward the Moon. Launching later this year, Artemis 1 will be an uncrewed flight test of Orion and the SLS rocket as an integrated system ahead of subsequent missions to send astronauts to the Moon, including the first woman and the first person of color. July 8th marked the 10th anniversary of the launch of Space Shuttle Atlantis on STS-135, the final launch of the historic Space Shuttle program. The mission delivered supplies, spare parts, and an Italian-built multi-purpose logistics module to the station. Atlantis and its crew returned to Earth in the pre-dawn hours of July 21st to complete the mission and close out an era of spaceflight that spanned 30 years. That's what's up this week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, follow us on the web at nasa.gov/twan.
All right. Yeah, I'm here now. You can hear me. Just trying to speak to you earlier, and things, technical difficulties, as you know, they come up from time to time. We've been battling with that here at our remote location, and I tell you, sometimes it seems like the battle is being lost, but we got it together, and we're glad to be with you. This is the BFTAA and More show. I'm your host, Louis George Walker, and I'm president of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association and KUAW Radio, which is also a partner with the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. We come together and we form this station, BFTAA, as KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom. And we're glad to bring you that. So we bring you a little bit of what's going on at NASA. I don't know if everybody saw yesterday that Richard Branson, the Virgin Galactic flight that happened, a human space flight from a private individual or private company that took off yesterday and flew. They're going to be flying some more, charging tickets if you want to ride. So now space travel, as limited as it may be, is going to be open to more people. I think they said the first people that are going up are paid somewhere around $250,000 a seat. So if you have $250,000 that you can spend for a few minutes in space, some training and all going on, it's going to be opening up pretty soon. But I think that's exciting in the fact that it does open space up to more and more people. At the same time, it's kind of an elite group, but still it's becoming something that's available. And we hope that prices will be coming down soon so that we can maybe get a flight up there for $800 or $900, maybe $1,000. I'd be willing to get up there myself. I'm going to have to ride on the first space bus I think that they have. There's a flight at 250,000. I don't think that I'm going to be able to make that one. But it's good to see us pushing the limits of travel and making it possible where just private individuals can go into space, even if it has to be the super wealthy right now. But that's the way life is. Oh, man, we're glad. Now, this show is going to be kind of a special show because I'm basically dedicating it to a thing that we need, a urgent matter that we're trying to fill, and that is for volunteers. Yeah, we need volunteers, and we especially need volunteers in our VEX, not our VEX, but our Lego robotics program. We've had a couple of good Lego instructors, but as good workers are in the volunteer field, a lot of times they're even better on their job, and they get promotions, they have to move on, and things change, or life happens, you know. So we lost one of our good volunteers. Well, we lost a couple of them, and job changes, family moves, and that has made it where we're not in touch with them, but we are still wanting to serve our kids. And one of our volunteers, even though she moved to St. Louis, she's still been helping us out, but she can't work with the kids on a weekly basis as we need to with our Lego program. So I wanted to reach out to you guys in the community, and this is what it says. We've got a call for Lego League coaches. The Black Family Technology Awareness Association is looking for volunteers to coach and mentor our first Lego League robotics team. The team will be meeting for the 2021-2022 robotics season, and the first Lego League students will range from 9 to 13 years old. So we need volunteers. We need some people to help us with that. We need at least 2 or 3 coaches and mentors to really build a team. And we have a coach that works with our VEX team that has some experience that will help out, but he can't take on the 2 jobs and do VEX robotics and Lego robotics. So we've got some support, and there's going to be some training. I reached out to the KC STEM Alliance. They came back. They're having training in September to work with people that are interested in this. And I believe these are going to be some Saturday classes. So before the robotics starter, before we get you involved in Lego, we'd like for you to go to some training, absolutely free. Any cost will be handled by the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, but we do need some volunteers. We've got the call out. So if you want to work with students, and this is for man or woman, we're ages that we want them to at least be 18 years old or older to work with the students. So it's got to be 18 years old or above. And other than that, you don't have to have any prior experience. If you do have some experience with the first Lego League, that would even be better. But if you have a friend or if you know someone, we are looking for coaches because we want to get our kids involved in this Lego. You know, we want to keep them going. We've got a team that we had last year. Some of them will be coming back, and we're going to be recruiting new kids. So we need you involved in this. We need volunteers that are willing to help out. If you want to volunteer, if you'd like to help out, if you'd like some more information or just want to talk to us about it, you can email the Black Family Technology Awareness Association at BFTAA@sbcglobal.net. That's shown over here on the screen. If you see, it says BFTAA. I'll make it a little bigger. There we go. If the contact down here, it says BFTAA@sbcglobal.net. Or you can call me, George Walker, 816-805-0406. If you're interested in finding out about this opportunity, it is a great opportunity to help out in the community, to work with our young people, and to help make a difference in the urban setting. We're located at 31st and Elmwood in Kansas City, right smack dab in the center of the urban core. And we're wanting to reach the kids there and give them these opportunities to be on teams. Some of them can have teams at their schools, but we find a lot of parents that bring their kids to us on Saturdays that their kids don't have that opportunity at their school. So we want the kids to have that opportunity because this can help them not only as they have fun learning about robotics, but that they learn public speaking. They even build up their self-confidence so that they can go to school and do even better in school. A lot of studies have shown that kids that are in robotics programs increase their performance at school in their regular classes. So we want to give our kids that opportunity to expand their knowledge base and their awareness of the things going on around them. And we'd like to have a first Lego League team, and we can't have it without some volunteers to help us out. We have other programs we'd like to start, but we've got to get the basics. And right now, robotics is our basic core curriculum that we work with. So if you'd like to help out, if you know somebody that might want to help out, or if you want to call and contact us, you can hit us up on Facebook too. Go to our Black Family Technology Awareness Association Facebook page, or you can put a message right in on the KUAW Facebook page. We're one and the same. And let us know that you'd like to get some more information. You may know somebody you want to get information to about getting involved in our robotics program. So we're wanting to open up our recruitment to get kids to sign up, but we want to have the adults, the coaches, the mentors to make the team rock once we get the kids in. We're going to be putting a call out for students, but we also have a call out right now for volunteers, and we need you to volunteer to help us out with this. You know, we need coaches that are willing to work with kids from 9 to 13 years old. And we have training available for you. If you like to tinker, or if you don't, we can get you involved. It could be male or female. The students will be male and female. We just want you to get involved. We need your help. So we're putting a call out Kansas City that we need some volunteers. We're in the greater Kansas City area because I know we had some people wanting to know where we were, because people want to volunteer, but some of them aren't here, and we're seeing, worldwide. So this is in Kansas City, Missouri, or the greater Kansas City area. So if you're in the greater Kansas City area and you would like to get involved with our Lego program, that's who I'm reaching out to. We can't, pay for transportation for you to come from some long way off, but if you could, that would be great. Well, somebody's calling. I have a phone in here. Yep, I got the phone in here. That's nobody. Sorry about that. But we definitely need you. So that's something we want to do and get our kids involved with, and we want you to be involved with it too. I wanted to also bring up another little bit I think I had. I don't know if I've got those browser photos ready right now, so I'll take a quick break and look at them to show you what we've done and the kids that we're working with. Matter of fact, I think we do have one, but let's go into our Space to Ground right now. We're always about getting our young people involved in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. That is a future that is wide open, especially for a lot of young people. Everybody's not going to get into it, but if you have a child that may be interested in technology and computers and robotics, in mechanical engineering, in programming, coding, all of that type of stuff, robotics gives them a chance to work on all of it. Our competitive robotics program lets the kids work on mechanical abilities, work on coding, work on programming, work with teamwork. There's a lot of things that they get to work with there. So we want to get them involved in it. And right now, as we always did, and we did earlier, we showed you a little bit about what's going on at NASA. And this is where that STEM, that robotics, the science, technology, engineering, and math, this is one of the career paths that students can look at, an educational path. So we want to show you a little bit what's going on at NASA. We showed you that, but now this is a program called Space to Ground. So let's take a look at what's happening in the Space to Ground arena. As we get this queued up here, hang on with me. I want it to be on there, so we will start that now. Space to Ground. Let's see.
A commercial cargo spacecraft leaves the space station watching an Atlantic storm from space, and the Artemis 1 rocket moves closer to launch. A few of the stories to tell you about this week at NASA.
That's not the one. You saw that.
On July 8th, an uncrewed SpaceX Dragon cargo spacecraft undocked from the International Space Station with about 5,000 pounds of scientific experiment.
Here we go.
Mission 22 back to Earth. The science investigations aboard will continue to make impact.
All right, let's get space to ground going for you. And we will start that over again. Here we go.
Houston Station on Space to Ground. Welcome to Space to Ground. I'm Nilofer Ramji. With the return of SpaceX's commercial resupply mission 22 back to Earth, the science investigations aboard will continue to make impacts. The lyophilization 2 experiment is one of the investigations on the Dragon spacecraft. Lyophilization, or freeze-drying, is a common method for formulating pharmaceuticals with improved chemical and physical stability. This investigation could result in improved freeze-drying processes for pharmaceutical and other industries. Meanwhile, NASA astronaut Mark Vande Hei was busy working on spaceflight nutrition. The food physiology investigation is designed to characterize the key effects of an enhanced spaceflight diet on immune function, the gut microbiome, and nutritional status indicators. These factors are interlinked, but diet is the only one that can be easily altered on Earth or during spaceflight. This investigation aims to document the effects of dietary improvements on human physiology and the ability of those improvements to enhance adaptation to spaceflight. The food physiology investigation studies how an enhanced diet affects astronauts' health. The enhanced diet includes an increased selection of fruits and vegetables and foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Keeping astronauts healthy on long-duration missions is essential, and this study seeks to define targeted, efficient dietary changes to maintain crew health and performance. It could also contribute to our understanding of how complex organisms adapt to spaceflight. Food continues to be the theme, as NASA astronaut Megan MacArthur worked on the first formal investigation of how a repetitive menu affects astronauts during spaceflight. The food acceptability investigation examines changes in the appeal of food aboard the International Space Station during long-duration missions. Acceptability of food, whether crew members like and actually eat something, may directly affect crew caloric intake and associated nutritional benefits. That's Space to Ground for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
All right. So that's Space to Ground. Hope you enjoyed that. Hey, I don't know you guys. I've been around and seen a lot of space travel as far as the videos and stuff they show, and it's when they first started going into space, I don't think they had any solid food like that. They were eating food in tubes, and Tang actually came about because of the space program, so that they learned how to have that powdered drink that they could mix. But they were real careful with what they ate, and if you look at what they're testing out there now, they're eating solid food. They've got fruits, apples, and all of that, as opposed to something coming out of a tube. You know, they used to think that, well, when they were going in space, they'd have to eat little pills or stuff that came out of a tube, and now they're having full meals. And a lot of that has to be looked at and studied, because if you talk about going to the moon and back, which wasn't a big problem, and people weren't gone a long time, so if they had to eat out of tubes, you kind of got used to it. When you start talking about a trip to Mars, they're talking about being gone for a year or more than a year to go to Mars and come back. That's a lot of eating that you've got to do. And either you're going to carry a whole lot of food, or they're going to have to figure out ways to grow food, how to store food, how to keep it longer. All of that would have to be looked at and developed before you can talk about long duration space flights. So, you know, there's a lot of research that's going on, and a lot of that happens here on Earth that our young people can be involved with. So as a family, you talk with your kids, let them know that those are opportunities that are out there. And if they seem to be interested in it, then see how you can feed them in it that more. You know, get them involved in the science, get them involved in space travels. That's one thing that we can help do at the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. And we can start as early as 9 years old with your young people in the first Lego League robotics program. We need your kids in there, but we also need volunteers to help work with the young people. If you're a science teacher or if you're a teacher of any type and you'd like to expand your work with young people, join our first Lego League. Come to the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. Let's meet, let's talk. Let's see how we can work together. See how much time that you have that you can devote to this. We're looking for a couple of coaches that will be more full-time, and by full-time I mean they'd work almost every Saturday from September to December. If you've got 2 coaches, though, there will be some time off. And then we need some part-time mentors that can help with them, that may come in once a month or every other week to work with the coaches and work with the kids. So we need 3, 4, 5 people, wouldn't be too many, that we can rotate in and out, but we still need 1 or 2, especially 2 that would be there most of the time and be the team leads. So depending upon your time and what you can fit in, you may want to work 1 day a month. We can accommodate you. And if you can do more, we need some people that can even do more. But we do need help with our Lego League, our first Lego League, and we're looking for volunteers right now. That space stuff that you just saw is great. That's what our young people get excited about, and the robots and working with them. We'd like to even bring in drones so that they can learn to fly them, but we need more volunteers to help out with that. So I'm reaching out to the greater Kansas City area, Kansas City, Kansas, Overland Park, Liberty, anywhere that you are, that you can come down into the city and work with kids a couple hours on Saturdays, and we may do 1 day a week in the week as we start getting closer to the competition, because they really have to start building things up. But if we can get in 2 to 3 hours of work on a Saturday, and you can't stress the kids out too much because their attention span at that age isn't for a long-term work. But we'd like to have you come in and talk to us so that we can get you trained, let you learn about the Lego program and First Robotics, which is an excellent program in and of itself, and get involved with it. You know, if you've got kids, bring your kids in and let them get involved too. Our program is open to everybody, regardless of race, creed, color. Long as you're between 9 and 13 years old, that's the only part we discriminate with, then you can come and get involved. So we would like for you to come down, bring your kids, see if you want to get involved in a robotics program. See if you can help some kids in the city with the robotics program. If you're already part of a robotics team, see if there's some people at your robotics team that would like to share some of their knowledge with our kids. So we're reaching out. We're asking for some assistance. We want you to work with us. Now, part of what we've been doing over the years is working with the kids, and I wanted to show you a little bit of some of the kids that have come up. We'll show you some of the VEX robotics and the first Lego kids. This is a part of a program that we have, or a video that we had that was made by the what is it? The people that I'm trying to think. The company that owns Channel 9, ABC channel here in Kansas City. Anyway, this is a production that they did for us that has been really nice in showing what we do. And I'll show you this right now too, because this is why we want to keep our kids involved. They get a lot out of it. It is something that really helps with our young people. See if I can find it. I believe it's right here. All right. There we go.
I ended up going back to school at 40 years old. I was always wanting to make sure that I knew what was going on and that I knew what the latest was. The Black Family Technology Awareness Association was created 15 years ago to help close the digital divide, to get families involved in using technology to improve their standard of living. Before this existed, there was a big gap in the people that had even computers at home. This was back in 2004. And in the community around here, what we were finding is that a lot of homes didn't have computers, didn't have broadband access. The kids had to go to the libraries in order to use computers in general. So we were trying to get people to get involved to learn what they needed to have that computer at home for. We decided to have a youth technology fair along with doing workshops and stuff. So the technology fair were for students that they could do a technology project, bring it in, and they could win a laptop computer. We've been working with young people, getting them used to using technology, programming.
I didn't know what I wanted to do before I came here because no one had ever introduced me to technology. I've learned more than just robotics. I've learned like how to manage things and how to talk to others and show others how to do everything. Way more stuff than I think most kids my age.
We also got involved in the robotics program in order to get our young people more involved in STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We got some robotics kits, and we started recruiting kids and working in the robotics program. So that became the next thing that we really started working with. There's a lot of young people that maybe don't realize this. They don't see that they need to know this for the future.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna tell every kid I know who doesn't know about this. We need more kids who are wanting to go into professions like that, who are like I am. I don't see enough little girls or kids who don't live in a suburb or weren't raised by parents who have, lots of money. You can't be in a career that you don't know exists. I just think we need to spread some more awareness, and I think we're getting there.
All right, all right. Yeah, and that young lady, Jalea, one of our real bright young lady that was in our robotics program, who actually started. Wait a minute, let me start this. I gotta get that. Why does it start again? Oh man, we're working with it. Just a second. See how we can get this going. There we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's part of the technical thing too. We work with it, get it started. But yeah, the young lady you saw in there, Jalea, is now a sophomore in college, and she's working in graphic design and digital art. So she was a whiz at programming, at building, did a lot of work. Her and a couple of teams of girls that she worked with, they did well. They had robots that were in the competitions that competed, that could do the goals or the job that was set before them. And we were just really glad to have her. She started working with us when she was in the 7th or 8th grade and went on to where she was going to college right after our last year that we had in 2019. I think she left off and went to college. So we're glad to that, but as much as we're glad for Jalea, we need to send more and more young people to college. We need to get more and more involved in these things that they've never seen, that they haven't been exposed to, that they hear about, but maybe it's from a distance and they don't really ask and find out how they can get involved in it. And we need to make sure that we open the doors for our young people, our young ladies, our young men, so that they can have a good shot at entering this technological age and being able to produce, to be able to perform, to be able to create. And that's important. That's important for our people. That's important for the United States of America. And it's important for the world because those young people are our future. So we're looking for volunteers. We're looking for volunteers mainly to work in our Lego robotics program. But if you'd like to volunteer with anything else that we're doing, if you would like to help us with our web design, if you want to help us with our social media work, if you want to help us do anything that can help promote this organization's goal of closing the digital divide, then we need you to sign up. You can go to our webpage, www.bftaa.org. In the middle of that page, there's a button that says that you want to volunteer. You can push that button, a form will come up. You can fill it out saying that you would like to volunteer, and it'll ask you some questions, and we'll get in contact with you, and we'll love to have you. wherever you can fit in would be great. If you can do our Lego League, that's where we've got the prime need right now. But we'd like to have as many volunteers as we can get. We haven't turned away people because we had too many volunteers. That's a problem we haven't came up to yet. I'd like to have it one day where I say, well, no, we just can't use any more help. But right now, we could use all the help we could get. And the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, as I said, we're open to all people in and out of this city. You can live anywhere. We don't care what your job is, your race, your anything. You know, we don't discriminate. We want people that have a heart to help in the community. So contact us. Our email, bftaa@sbcglobal.net. Also, you can go to our website at www.bftaa.org, and you can fill out a volunteer form there. Or you can give me a call, 816-805-0406, and I'll talk with you about volunteering at the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. So we're looking for anybody, especially looking for any engineers, any science teachers, any mechanical people. Those are the things that we really like in the robotics. But if you don't have any training in any of that, we have some classes coming up. I'm working with the KC STEM Alliance. If you'd like to get trained to be able to help out, then we've got that training that'd be provided for you for absolutely free, that you can learn about this robotics. It might be a new field for you. You may be able to network with some people. You'll meet new people, and who knows what doors can be open for you and your family. So get in touch with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. We'd love to have you. We need you. And, you know, that's all I can say about that. All right, so want to take this down. Remember, there's a call for coaches. We need them. Send them this video. Send them this link so they'll hear it. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're on Twitter. We're on all of those platforms because we're trying to get the word out to as many people as possible. So we'd love to work with you, work with them, work with friends, family, whatever. But thank you so much for listening to me. Now, as we go on into the day, I did talk a little bit earlier about the Virgin flight. We also have another flight that's going to be going up. I think it's Orion or Blue something that I think it's Elon Musk and them are behind. No, it's the guy Jeff Bezos. They're going to be going up in space in a few days in a rocket. Looks a little bit more like the space launches that we've seen before. Now this Virgin aircraft that went up just yesterday, that was a whole different matter where it dropped out of the bottom of another aircraft and then shot into space from there, as opposed to starting right from the ground. So those are two different ways, but that's one of the good things about more minds, diversity of thought, is that you find there's more way to do the same thing. There's more ways to get into space than just launching a rocket off of a launch pad. They just show that is possible. That's the part of diversity. That's the diversity of thought. That's what we need to have in all of our workplaces, especially in our inventions, in our research and development part, the people that are creating new things. We need to have that diversity of thought so that we can explore a wider array of possibilities. We've got global warming out there, or climate change, as they want to say, because if you say warming, people say if the temperature ain't hot, then it's not warm and it got too cold. So let's say climate change that's happening. And we're going to need a lot of our young people and a lot of us today, our minds, our attitudes, and our diversity to help solve the problem of climate change. We're having a lot of things happening, and it's predicted that there may be even greater changes. So there may be more storms and more droughts. It's just a change of things. It doesn't say it's the end of the world or anything, but it may be a big change in the way that we do things. So we want to look at how we can work on that. How many of you are thinking about electric cars or electric transportation in general? And not to say that is an end all, because in order to make electricity Now, most of our electricity is made either from burning coal or oil, and it's just diverting where the pollution is as opposed to eliminating it. Now, if we use more sunlight and stuff and charge batteries that maybe run the cars overnight, you can charge it up, or your batteries store up enough electricity through the day, you bring your car home in the evening, you charge it up, it's ready to go. If we can do things like that, then that would help eliminate the use of fossil fuels, not just redirect them to another place. But those are some of the things that we have to look at. I know some people don't believe in climate change, and that's cool. But if you do, you might think that there is a thing that we need to be doing things more efficiently and to come up with ideas. And it looks like there's more companies that are leaning that way. You know, I saw Ford has a electric truck that's coming out this year. So fully electric, not a hybrid. I drive a hybrid myself, but this fully electric pickup truck, that's a F-150 that's going to be all electric. That's different. That's taking this real serious, and electric vehicles may be one of the bridges to get us into the next thing. The other thing is we have to look at where we live and the way we live, and that if we can do things, it's just like the pandemic showed that a lot of people can work from home nowadays. Well, that's a big savings in gas and in climate change. Just if you can work from home and do it, then that's less of one less person that has to depend upon transportation, be it public transportation or personal transportation. And if we can ease that burden, that may be a help to us also. So things are changing, and we got to look at what are the ways that they can change that is beneficial to us and how we can be a part of it. This STEM world is where a lot is going on, and we need to make sure that our families are involved in this science and technology engineering. And it's for some of us, like me, I'm a little geeky there, it's fun too. So we like to kind of experiment, tear up things and put things back together or rearrange them. And that's always a good thing. It keeps you busy. You know, but yeah, if your child is interested in that, remember to get in touch with us. We want to talk to him. And that's what I want to leave out for this show, still telling you about. We've got a call for volunteers, for coaches, mentors in our Lego robotics program, working with children from 9 to 13 years old. We need you. We need you to help us out. So if you know someone, or if you have the inclination, or someone in your family, a friend or a coworker, or anybody that likes to work with young people that maybe is a little geeky or not, tell them to get in touch with us. The Black Family Technology Awareness Association in Kansas City. Yes, look us up. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. You can do a Google search on Black Family Technology Awareness Association Kansas City, or BFTAA in Kansas City, and you'll find us. Get in touch with us. We'd like to hear from you. We need you as a volunteer. We need you as a supporter. But we've got to turn this corner on this technology, on STEM, on our children's education. And this is one way that you can help. So reach out to us. We've got training available that's absolutely free. The only thing we need is your time. We'll be able to pay for anything else that you need. We could even talk about gas stipends. I'll talk to my board, see if we can work that in. But we want to make sure that we get people that want to volunteer and help out in our Lego robotics program. So if you'd like to help out, please let us know. Please get in touch with me. I am George Walker, and the Black Family Technology Awareness Association is available, BFTAA at sbcglobal.net. Let me put this back up one more time. I want you to see the image. Make it a little bit bigger this time there. Okay, that's full screen of it. That's us. We got a call for Lego League coaches. The Black Family Technology Awareness Association is looking for volunteers to coach and mentor our first Lego League robotics team. The team will be meeting for the 2021-22 robotics season. First LEGO League students will range from 9 to 13 years old. If you are interested, contact the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. Email us at bftaa@sbcglobal.net or call George Walker at 816-805-0406. That's all I can tell you. That's how I can reach out to you. I want to just implore you to give us a call. Give us a call. Help us out. Help the community. Help the young people. You know, we can talk about them. We can talk about what needs to be done. But then there's a certain time when we have to get out and be about doing it. We've got to be about doing the job, making the change. So get in touch with me. I'm going to be checking my Facebook after this. I hope there's 100 people that have clicked on it, liked it, and shared it, and also saying they want to help. Let me know. This is George Walker with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association saying stay close to your kids, stay close to the computers, the technology world. Get involved with STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And come back here again next Monday. I'm on from 5 to 5:45, the BFTAA and More show. Glad that you were here. Glad to have you. And I will see you next week. All right. Have a great day. Have a good week and a prosperous week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.